The best thing about being up high is the views. You get a completely different outlook of things among the trees. Yes, I'm in a treehouse, and what a great place to be. Hang on, what's happening? Oh, sorry, but I think you're actually in my treehouse. So if you don't mind, we need to get on and make this wonderful creation. It may not be a life-size treehouse, but this is brilliant for making up stories or just playing. To make it, you'll need a box like this one. It's best to use a square one because it will be easier to make the roof. You'll see later. So if you're ready, let's start. Now, where did he go? On one side of the box, draw the door and windows of your house. On the other sides, you only need to draw windows. When you're finished, cut out the shapes. Ask an adult to help you with all the cutting today. Leave one side of the door uncut so you can open and close it. To make the roof, place the box on the thick cardboard sheet and trace the outline. But as you need a bigger rectangle, leave a little more space on each side and twice the amount on the top and bottom. Then draw the rectangle's outer line, like this. When you finish, cut out the shape and divide it in half. You'll have two sheets like this. Then just take the roof on one side. Now fold the roof like this and place it on the other sheet. Draw on the inside and then trace a line onto the base. You'll make a triangle. You'll have to cut out two that are the same. Take the triangles to the edges of the roof like this, one on each side. Now your house has a roof. There we go. Ding dong! So this now looks like a proper house, like one you might find where you live. But the exciting thing about this house is it's going to be up in the trees. Let's carry on with the make. Place the base of your house on a thick piece of cardboard and mark an edge with a ruler on each side. Then draw a square around it. Cut off the extra bits on the sides, and you'll end up with a square. This will be the supporting stand for the treehouse. Now place it on another, bigger sheet of cardboard and draw the ground. Add curvy edges like this. It's like a big flower. Then cut it out along the lines you've drawn. Now we have the ground, which will be covered with grass, but we'll do that a bit later on. To make the tree, get a cardboard roll and tape it up securely. Make sure it's really strong. Now get the stand that you cut out earlier and tape it onto the tube like this. And lastly, glue the house on the base in the middle. When the roof is on, it's almost a complete house. It's looking great, but there's still something that we need to do. And if you need a clue, mix yourself some Art Attack paste, which is half water and half glue, and strips of newspaper and some kitchen towel. Let's continue. To make the grass, stick on strips of kitchen towel and wrinkle it up with a brush. The cardboard tube will be the tree trunk, so you need to cover this as well with twisted strips of paper and more paste. Make the shapes of the branches that will hold up the house. Add strips of newspaper with your paste to the platform. You need to glue thoroughly from the top to bottom. For the roof, glue both the outside and inside bits. The roof should be made really strong, so cover it as thickly as you can. We don't want it to blow off. To make the rope ladder, cut two pieces of string of the same length that will reach from the platform down to the grass. Set them side by side on a plastic sheet and glue toothpicks one by one for the steps, like these, one step at a time. Wow, I love this rope ladder. Although it may be a bit small for my feet. You could use other things, like little twigs maybe, if you don't have any toothpicks, or even cut out cardboard strips. Just use whatever materials you have to hand. But now it's time to start painting. Time to start drawing the details on the door and the windows. And draw the skirting board. Then draw lines for the roof. Now we'll give it some colour. This house will be sky blue, but you can choose your favourite colour. Paint the base green because that's the colour of grass, of course. And then for the trunk, use brown. Paint the platform the same colour to match up with the tree trunk, the doors and the windows. We're using orange for the skirting board, and we'll also paint some of the stripes on the roof in the same colour. Combine it with some bright colours and your house will look fantastic. Use a bright colour for the inside floor of your house. The steps can also be brown, as if they were supposed to be made of wood. This might be a bit fiddly to paint, so I recommend you put down some plastic or newspaper first. With a dry brush, paint little yellow highlights on the grass so it looks as if the sun is shining. Do the same on the trunk. And so the wood looks real, paint in the lines with a moist brush and a lighter shade of brown. Lastly, glue on the rope ladder. Your stairway into the clouds. The treehouse is ready. As a finishing touch, we've used a black felt tip pen on all the lines to make it look really neat.
Now click left or right for more great shows, or subscribe to keep up to date with the latest Disney Junior YouTube clips.